Well, I got a feel-good story for you here, because anytime that woke lunatics don't get what they want, that's a feel-good story for me. And here's the headline: The Hogwarts Legacy Boycott Failed. Now, is this the biggest story in the world? No. But as you know, woke lunatics are trying to reshape politics and the culture itself in every conceivable way into their own image. And apparently, none of these people have mirrors, because I can't help but thinking if they could see themselves, if they could only see themselves, they'd be as disgusted as we are. Part of a battle that is being fought on an infinite number of fronts. But on this particular front, we learned something important, something that really we already knew. And that is the people that would like to boycott a Harry Potter video game because of J.K. Rowling are a very fringe minority of lunatics. And it astonishes me that any company listens to them in the first place, unless the people running the company are woke lunatics themselves. There doesn't seem to be much point, because when it comes to purchasing power, the fringe woke lunatics don't have much. And usually, they were never going to buy the thing they're protesting in the first place. It says days before Hogwarts Legacy official release, the verdict is already in. Efforts to rally a boycott of the much talked about video game over its association with embattled author J.K. Rowling have failed. Harry Potter writer Rowling has fallen from beloved to beleaguered in recent years over her comments regarding transgender women. She has also received a lot of support for her stance, with the hashtag #IStandWithJK Rowling trending on Twitter in the past. Now, J.K. Rowling learned an important lesson, that you can never be woke enough. Now, she was a lefty. She was always a lefty. She said all the right things about Trump. But in the end, none of it was enough, because she said one wrong thing, one thing they didn't like. So fringe lunatics decided that she's their forever enemy. And what was her crime? Well, she said some things about biologic reality that trans activists didn't like. And it made them go insane, which it's not exactly difficult, is it? You don't have to say much. And in fact, she didn't. Well, she had this tweet. And she was commenting on this article that said, creating a more equal post-C19 world for people who menstruate. She said, people who menstruate. I'm sure there used to be a word for those people. Someone help me out. Wumben, wimpund, woomud. Yeah, apparently this is trying to recreate the Third Reich, I guess. How about this? If sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. Excellent point. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth. Yeah, I mean, I contend that if you find that horribly offensive, you're mentally ill. But she does make the mistake of talking about truth here, because they don't care about objective truth. They're quite open about not caring about objective truth. They're worried about what TikTok told them 30 seconds ago. How about this bit of hate speech here? The idea that women like me, who've been empathetic to trans people for decades, feeling kinship because they're vulnerable in the same way as women, i.e. to male violence, hate trans people because they think sex is real and has lived consequences, is a nonsense. Yeah, so that's it. This is why they hate her. This is why they try and boycott everything she does. In their minds, she might as well have made Hogwarts in the Hitler Youth. But fortunately, they failed. And they failed because they are, in fact, a tiny fringe minority. Let's see, Forbes has reported that Hogwarts Legacy is already proving to be a hit, becoming the top-earning game on Steam, the best-selling game on the Epic Store, and the deluxe and regular editions holding the top 2 spots on Amazon's best-selling games for the PS5. Amazon is also reporting robust business for the Xbox Series X, with the game's 2 deluxe editions and the regular editions holding the top 3 best-selling game spots. So it's doing great, even though this guy said this.
Please do not support the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy game. Friends, colleagues, cohorts, the whole lot of you, I'm asking you very sincerely, please do not stream it. Don't make YouTube videos about it, don't buy it, and don't bloody pre-order it. The reason being is that you may not be aware that by supporting this title, you are essentially aligning yourself with some really heinous transphobic values.
Heinous transphobic values. Like people who think that sex is real and has lived consequences. Yes, the reason that this boycott didn't work is because the people trying to boycott it Or like this guy. Says here, while the post was met with some support on Twitter, that post we just saw, a number of people commented under the video that they intended to purchase the game simply to spite the people campaigning for its failure. I think I'm going to buy it just to spite that guy. But again, boycotting something for these reasons is ridiculous and idiotic. But buying it to spite those same people, I think that's next to godliness. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.